Zoe got into an accident. She needs rehab, so she'll be in the hospital for about a month. So I'm going to need $10,000 for her medical bills. Mom-in-law, that money is set aside for expenses. We can't just use it without planning. Do you have a problem with helping out? We're family, aren't we? Even if we're not related by blood, you should be willing to support us. Funny how the word family only comes up in times like this. Well, if Zoe is injured, maybe it can't be helped. Just when I was giving in to the idea, a game-changing phone call comes in. My name is Sophia, and my family runs a farm. My brother has taken over the family business, so I work at another company. Still, I help out during busy seasons by taking some time off work. My job allows for remote work, giving me flexibility. The company was supportive when I told them I'd occasionally need time to help my dad, which was very helpful. So I was making a decent income and had some financial leeway. I married Oliver when I was 25. He has a really kind personality, and I fell for him quickly. I thought his parents must be nice people too, but it turns out I was totally wrong. By the time Oliver and I met, his dad had already passed away, so he lived with just his mom and his sister Zoe, who seemed to rule over him. Both women visit quite frequently since we got married. I initially thought they were being considerate, but that wasn't the case. Sophia, what's for dinner tonight? I was thinking of making vegetable soup since we had meatloaf yesterday. That won't do. Oliver is still growing. He needs more meat. But he's already 35. We have to start thinking about his health. As we're talking, Zoe heads for the kitchen. Mom, look! Vegetable soup? Ew! It's all vegetables. And the seasoning is bland. This must be because Oliver married a farmer's daughter. Poor guy. Zoe opens the pot and starts tasting the soup. The seasoning is too bland? Let me add some salt. Then it will taste better. She proceeds to pour a ton of salt into the pot. I was so stunned, I couldn't move. Mom, you put in way too much salt. Now it's too spicy to eat. Oops, my bad. Guess we'll have to make it all over again. Oliver will be home soon, so we need to hurry. Well, you're home all day, so it shouldn't be a problem to remake it, right? You're free anyway, Sophia. True, let's head back home then. What's for dinner tonight? How about vegetable soup? That sounds fantastic. They leave the house, laughing. I stare at the oversalted soup, feeling heavy at the thought of starting all over. I use vegetables we grew ourselves, so it feels like a waste, like I've let my dad down. I also have a job. I'm not free. I manage my chores while squeezing them into my remote work schedule. They don't seem to get that. 30 minutes later, Oliver comes home from work. Dinner isn't ready. I apologize after welcoming him home. I'm sorry, Mom-in-law and Zoe came by earlier and dinner isn't ready yet. They came again, huh? It's okay, I think we still have some instant ramen. I'm really sorry, I'll boil some water for you. Oliver must have some idea what mother-in-law and Zoe are doing when they come to his house. But he doesn't seem to care at all. Probably can't stand up for himself. I get it. They're his family. But he should say something. That was my true feeling. I think Oliver is kind because he takes after his father, not his mother. That's my only issue. He helps around the house even though he's tired from work and we go out on his days off. I thought I should just endure it. Then something amazing happened. Our daughter Emma was born. It's hard, but with the help of my mom and others, Emma is growing well. But ever since Emma was born, his mom and sister Zoe visit more often. Hi Emma, how are you? It's Grandma. I'm good. You're good at saying hello. Here's something for being so good. She hands Emma an expensive chocolate. I rush to stop her. Chocolate is too early for Emma, and please don't give her something so expensive. She can't eat it.
What? You're going to reject a gift? How terrible. I won't bring anything again.
It would be too late if something happened to Emma. So fine.
Emma is unfortunate because she can't have chocolate due to her own mom. She's a kid. Let her have some fun.
That's beside the point. What if Emma gets sick?
Stop being so uptight. Let kids be kids. You're already confusing enough with your weird farming job.
Sophia, Mom, Zoe, stop it. Not in front of Emma, please. Oliver finally speaks. Emma was anxiously watching us argue. I apologize, and she goes to another room. The situation has changed. It's not just about me enduring anymore. It could negatively affect Emma. I decide to avoid them as much as possible. I was managing somehow, but then disaster struck. Zoe had an accident and hurt her leg. According to his mom, it was a single vehicle accident. She needs rehab and will be in the hospital for a month.
So I'll need $10,000 for the medical bills.
She grabs the money we had saved from farm equipment. It's money we work hard to save for efficiency. That money is for the farm work, Mom. We can't afford to give it away.
Farm work? More important than my daughter? We're family, aren't we? How can you say such a thing when Zoe is in trouble?
I can't stand her invoking family only when it's convenient.
Mom, what's going on?
Emma comes over because of the raised voices.
Oh, Emma, your mom is going to have Zoe, right, Sophia?
Yes. Under the pressure, I nod.
See you later, Emma.
She leaves, satisfied. I sit down, defeated.
Mom, are you okay?
I'm okay, sweetie. Sorry for worrying you. I held Emma, looking anxious, and tried to soothe her. Spending this much money is hard, but it's for Zoe, so it's unavoidable. That's what I had to tell myself. But mom-in-law's demands just kept escalating. Cook meals because caring for her is tough. Do the laundry. She was asking for everything. When I tried to decline because of work, she'd say,
"You're at home anyway, so what's the problem?"
I felt both physically and emotionally drained. Do you want me to help? I can visit the hospital if you tell me where it is.
No need. Zoe is my daughter. I can't impose on you.
She kept asking for favors and taking money, but helping her was somehow imposing? Since the day of the accident, I haven't even seen Zoe. What if I go see her? I can swing back after work.
You don't have to worry, Oliver. I'll take care of it.
That's how she'd shut it down. Eventually, Oliver stopped asking about Zoe too. Maybe Zoe needs her space. Mom's looking after her, so she's fine. If she needs something, she'll reach out. That's the conclusion I settled on. If Oliver's not saying anything, it's not my place to dig deeper. The unexpressed stress kept piling up. Then one day, mother-in-law said she had something to do for Zoe and left alone. Usually either Oliver or I would go with her, but today, she left alone. I was relieved and started cleaning the house. About an hour in, Oliver's phone rings. It's mother-in-law shopping. He's in the garage, so I consider picking up. Emma approaches.
Hey, it's Grandma. Answer it quick.
After saying that, the call abruptly ended. Panic. Oliver tried to signal that he was away from his desk but overheard a shocking conversation. I quickly opened my mobile phone and started a voice recorder app. After finishing the recording, I grabbed Emma's hand and we rushed back to my parents' house. Thankfully, it was nearby. Dad and Mom were surprised by the sudden visit, but there was no time to explain. We immediately reported the incident to the police and returned home. When we got back, my mother-in-law was just returning from shopping. Sophia, what's going on? You seem frazzled. Where's Emma?
You really should calm down. Women who can't keep their cool aren't attractive.
My mother-in-law casually sipped her coffee. I said nothing,
and I started playing the recorded audio.
Oh, it should be connecting, but I don't hear anything. Hello? Mom, you said we're out of toilet paper, right? Is this the kind we usually use?
Thank you. That's the one. I'm trying to call Oliver, but no one is answering.
Could Emma have accidentally pressed it?
She's quite the tomboy. That could be. Maybe Emma will turn out like Sophia.
I'd hate that. 2 doll farm girls? Should we trip one of them up a bit? Tell Sophia or Oliver to take her to the park and we can get her on the slide or the swing.
I can't help but laugh imagining Sophia's troubled face. The two hung up, laughing. Both my mother-in-law and Oliver were pale as ghosts. What is this? Is it Zoe was hospitalized? What did we just hear? This is a ghost. Yes, a ghost. I'm worried about Zoe that I'm hearing things. You shouldn't be pushing me like this. So you're planning to hurt Emma based on hallucinations? You're the one who should be in the hospital. Oliver, say something. Mom, where is Zoe? For the first time ever, Oliver looked dead serious. My mother-in-law stayed silent. If you won't speak, I'll have to search the house. And if I find Zoe, please, Oliver, believe me, Zoe really is in the hospital. I just didn't want to bother you with the details. You know it's serious if you're lying, right? We've also alerted the police. The police? My mother-in-law shouted. Of course, I can't ignore the potential threat to my daughter. Home affairs are not the police's business, they said, but this is not a joke. Oliver seemed to have understood. So that's why you moved Emma. Thank you. Now we need to find Zoe. Wait, Oliver. This recording is fake.
Sophia is trying to trick us.
Enough of that. Sophia is clearly trying to protect our daughter. I trust Sophia. If you can tell me, I will call every nearby hospital to see if Zoe is there. If not, I'm filing a missing person report.
That's it?
At that, my mother-in-law collapsed. It seemed the game was up. A few minutes later, Zoe arrived home. She was perfectly fine, with both feet intact.
It's annoying that he keeps interfering with every little detail. I was living a good life.
You've been lying about being in the hospital to live off that money, haven't you?
Yeah, so what? We're family. You can spare $10,000, can't you? You'd be happy if your family was doing well, right? Are you really that stingy?
From this moment on, we're not family, Mom. Zoe, please, cut ties with us. I can't take this anymore.
What are you saying, Oliver? I approve of your marriage to Sophia for your happiness. I never wanted you to be with someone like this. I thought you could do better, but still.
Don't say another bad word about Sophia and Emma. Just leave. I never want to see you again.
Exactly, Mom. Let's hear what Emma thinks too. She's her daughter, and her opinion matters, right? Fine. She's probably at Sophia's parents' house, right? I'll call her now, so listen up.
She starts dialing the home phone. She puts it on speaker so everyone can hear.
Hello?
Hi, Emma, it's Grandma. Can I talk to you for a second? Emma remains silent, but the mother-in-law continues.
You miss Grandma if I were gone, right? Your mom wants to cut me out. Say something, will you?
After a moment of silence, Emma speaks.
I don't like Grandma. Mom always looks sad because of you. Zoe talks bad about Mom, so I don't like her either.
Both the mother-in-law and Zoe are at a loss for words. Given that, please leave now. If you stay, I'll call the police again. The two of them leave the house, heads hung low. We immediately go to pick up Emma. I had been worried that maybe Emma didn't want to be separated from her grandmother. It's natural for a child to miss their grandparents. I thought we'd have to find another way. But Emma had been paying close attention to the actions of her grandmother and Zoe. And so, we decided to have nothing more to do with them. If they come close, we'll call the police immediately. We also plan to get back the money we gave Zoe for her medical expenses. I later heard that Zoe lost her job. She was constantly getting yelled at by her boss for her poor work attitude. It's easy to imagine from her daily behavior. They probably needed money because Zoe lost her income. Now, they're living off the mother-in-law's pension. But she's too old to work, and Zoe's attitude is so bad that she can't hold a job. I saw them stocking up on discounted potatoes at the supermarket the other day. They both looked a bit thinner and worn out, but it's their own fault. Both Dad and Mom were really worried after this incident. We hadn't consulted them much since getting married, not wanting to be a burden. Mom was planning to speak clearly when the mother-in-law called, but Emma beat her to it. She wanted to tell her grandmother directly, she said. Both Dad and Mom said they'll be there for us if anything happened, so we'll make sure to talk to them from now on. Emma, who we were most worried about, seemed surprisingly carefree. Maybe she was stressed by the mother-in-law and Zoe without us knowing. We've been busy with work and haven't gone out much lately, so we're planning a family trip to the amusement park during our next day off.